Hi Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and today I want to bring you a reading just to kind of tap into whatever kind of negative stuff is hanging on out there. I just posted a video a little bit ago on a hex test, so if you feel that you have been either projected on, with your feelings, like you're just feeling down in the dumps or stressed, worried, anxiety, fear, low vibrational stuff that you just cannot seem to pinpoint how or why, there's usually a likely cause and it's not always from you. So it's not always your feelings to feel. So what I want to check in with today is, what kind of energies are affecting us in our lives that just don't belong to us. All right. So I just want to thank you all so much for being here. I thank you so much for your time and energy exchange. Truly do appreciate it. So I'm going to use a few decks here. We'll see how this goes. Again, I just want to check in because, my readings have been showing a lot of kind of background stuff aimed at me. So I want to check in with the collective and see what's going on out there with everyone else as well. All right. So Spirit, let's jump into the spread and see what energies we have in the collective energy at this time. And all right, so we have Moon Water Reset. So that's like a fresh start, a sacred test. Okay, so some of us are being tested at this time, and it might be, if these negative energies are being put on you, this is kind of part of your test to build your strength against it and reset. All right, we have leadership. It's a beautiful start so far. This deck has a lot of stuff in here about low vibrations and prying eyes and stuff like that. So let's see, we're not seeing any of that yet. But this is more about you, and I'm glad. I'm glad that the energy, they're showing more about not focusing on what's being thrown at you, but what are you doing about it in return? Okay, so there we go. We have pause, enter at your own risk. And then there's the prying eyes. All right. So there is likely somebody out there watching you, watching your every move, checking in on you, and seeing what you're doing constantly. Okay. So, okay. I want to check in with the tarot. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that you are being set up for a leadership role. And part of having to be prepared for that is to go through this initiation or this sacred test. And unfortunately, it does mean having to overcome some dark energies. Now, I'm going to grab my deck that I made a little bit into this and again try to get more clarification. But let's get with the tarot and see what we have going on, please, Spirit. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so that's like a solid offer coming in your way there. And before I go any further, I do just want to say that I have a very nervous energy in my solar plexus, and that's not coming from me. So again, the way that I pick up on other people's energies is within my solar plexus. So solar plexus is the yellow within your stomach area. If you pick up on kind of a nervous solar plexus, that is kind of your will to do things. That's your gut instincts. So if something is affected in there, it could affect your confidence. It can affect your joy in life, just things of that nature. And if somebody is trying to attack that, that means they want to keep you down in kind of, again, that fearful anxiety state. So it is important to decipher what energies are yours and what are not yours. Like I said, if something seems to come out of nowhere and you just cannot pinpoint why you're feeling a certain way, it is likely a projection, okay? All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. I love that. Luck is on your side. Cycles are ending and new ones are beginning. Okay, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So that is working together as a team. All right, what else? The Six of Cups. Could be someone from your past wanting to come forward and give you this offer here. What else do we have, please, Spirit? I love the Six of Cups in this deck because it's two little kids hugging each other. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like that little boy grew into a man and is now going to give you this offer. All right, the Page of Pentacles. So we do have Cups and Pentacles out here. So that's about feelings and emotions, and then monetary things, earthly things. Okay, what else do we have? And the Five of Wands. Okay. So the Five of Wands could tie into kind of the conflict that's happening, the kind of dark energy that is surrounding us at this time. So let's keep going and see what else we have for this. Yep, Spirit is telling you to focus on your Ten of Cups. What is it that makes you truly happy in your life? Now, there's going to be outside influences constantly around you trying to kind of take you down, battle and conflict with you, create change, but this is your life, and that's what the focus needs to be on. Is while there may be some dark energies lurking, you know, some prying eyes and even some horrible, ugly stuff being sent to you, you're being called not to focus on that negative stuff and to try to focus on empowering yourself through it. That's the most important focus that you should have right now. Because the more you focus on the darkness and the negativity and the low vibrations, the more that will perpetuate. All right, we have Ascended Masters, devoted spirits with specific intentions. I love that because they're here to help you. So these are, again, the masters that have ascended already, and they are here to assist you in getting through whatever testing and initiations that you are in the midst of going through at this time. So spend more time in meditation, connecting with your guides, spirit, your higher self, to get through this time, because I am seeing that in the center of everything, this is a dark time for some people. But we don't want to focus on the negativity. So when we're going through and doing our shadow work, we are in need of following and, feeling the negative feelings for a bit, acknowledge them, but don't dwell in that energy. Let it pass. And then we have Teacher, learning a new path. I love it. So again, we do have leadership here too. So some of us are called to be leaders at this time. And then here we have past life guides, karmic lessons, present assistance. So that's beautiful energy too. All right. I'm going to dig a little deeper and get into my deck, which is just a deck I made. So Spirit, let's tap into what's going on here. Something that the collective needs to know at this time. What are we looking at here? Okay, we have Taurus and Pisces. So those could be two signs that help you figure out who might be doing this. This could be your sign. This could be your sun, moon, or rising. All right. So there we have the evil eye. Harness the good, the high energy, the high vibrations, and blocking the bad, which are the low vibrations. So that's something that we're being called to focus on at this time. So if you are in need of protection, and I recommend you protect yourself and shield yourself every day, but particularly if you are sensing some sort of dark energy around you or evil eye being thrown at you. What else, Spirit? Okay, Virgo. So there could be a Virgo involved as well. All right, what else? All right, there it is. I see you spying. So you definitely have someone out there who is keeping tabs on you. And I'm not getting that it's in a good way. You know, somebody does mean you harm. And again, with the Five of Wands, could be in some sort of competition with you, whether you know it or not. They know that you have good luck and good fortune coming and, you know, happiness and maybe even an offer from someone, and they don't want you to have it. So they're trying to do anything they can to block it from you. Yep, there it is. So blocked, return to sender. Now, this is something that you can do if you did that hex test and you found out, yep, someone is sending some daggers your way, you could do a return to sender, and that is simple and easy to do. You don't have to do any spells or anything. You could just verbally do it and just say, you know, whatever was sent to me, I return back to sender. Like, just make the intent, okay? So we have spirit animals sending help, guard, familiars. So you might be very in tune with animals at this time. All right, we have Libra and Sagittarius, more signs. And then balance, resolution, unity, peace, and love. I love it. So this is what your test is. Your test is to find out if all this negative energy, these kind of evil-eyed daggers that are being thrown at you, you can overcome this. Because you're not meant to sit here and dwell in this negative energy. You're not supposed to fight with people, you know. But again, if a fight is brought to you, you are being called to stand up for yourself and to ensure that you are coming out on top, because you're the one that's going to step into this high priestess leadership role. And in the process, you are learning. Okay, either you're finding the teacher in your life, your ascended masters, or you're going to become the teacher yourself. And this is your sacred test that you're being called to go through at this time. All right, I want to get some symbols. Okay, this one flew out. We have teacup. So with teacup, that could be us thinking too small. But the good news is it is also ease and rest. So you are being called, and here, let me get to the bottom of this deck because I saw it and then I didn't do anything about it. Take a chill pill. Rest, pause, calm down. And even this right here says pause. Okay, so you're being called not to get yourself all worked up over the darkness in your life at this time, because this is a test. And how you respond is what's going to say whether you pass the test or have to repeat the test. So it's up to you how you respond, and that's where your power will always lie in any situation. How are you responding to the test, to the energy that's being given to you? So if you dwell in the darkness, it may not turn out well in your favor, whereas you may have to repeat this cycle, but also it could bring you down to the depths of your soul to look at your shadow. You know, I'm seeing that too. This is a lady in this card, and there's light around her, and she is light. And then it's just pure darkness around her. So that's what you are being called to do at this time, is to look at the darkness, acknowledge it. Okay, we have house. So the house is your kind of safe place, your safe haven. So wherever it is that you feel safe, you should go there, and that's where you're going to kind of do your initiation, your test, your darkness, because this is a difficult time to go through. And if you're doing it in front of people who don't care, don't acknowledge, you know, what it is you're going through, and it's going to make your situation much more difficult. So if there are people surrounding you at this time that don't have your best interest, go find a place that you can run off to, that you feel safe. Find your safe haven. Even if it's in meditation and it's a made-up place in the 5D. And then we have book. Yep. So I always look at book as knowledge, wisdom, secrets. There could be things right now that are hidden from you. There could be information that you are still needing to learn to get you to the next step with the knowledge. This could also be secrets that need to come out in order for you to understand your journey. Okay, there might be like some old family secret that you're going to be told. And that could be part of the darkness, you know. What I keep hearing as of late is, you know, especially with family secrets, we always thought one way in the family, and then the family secret came out after someone passed away, and now the secret that was hidden the entire time is coming out, and it might be a tough pill to swallow. You know, the family secret might be that there was an affair a long time ago, and someone's child, you have a sister or a brother or a cousin or an aunt or an uncle out there that you never knew about, you know. Just some situation along those lines where it would be pretty intense to hear about. I will tell you this, I found out in my early 20s that I had a half-sister that I never knew about. So that's kind of considered a family secret, where it's like, well, nobody told me for 20 plus years that I had a half sister. I always thought I didn't. So, you know, it's just kind of things like that. Now, bottom of the deck is ghost. So these are things that haunt you. This might even be, again, like I said, a person who passes away and gives you some secret, and you have to interpret what the meaning is to you and how you're going to handle it. Oh, okay. So, I want to get some charms. Let's just read into some charms, okay? See if we can get some more information on this. Okay, so we have M and X, the number 6, and 2 keys. One says I love you, and one is just a regular key with like a heart shape. So somebody could have been born in June, and we didn't get any astrological signs out here for June. M or X could be in the initials of somebody. And then we also got I love you. Now this one shows a heart with a little feminine symbol. Let's see if you could see that. Yep, the little feminine symbol. So this could be the key to somebody's heart. Could be a female. Okay, let's see what else we can get. All right. We also got a 7, an 8, another 7, and a 3. So 7, 7. Something could have happened recently on July 7th for somebody. That was exactly a week ago. We have a cat playing with a ball of yarn, so that could be something that tells you who this person might be. More keys. So the keys, this one has the trifecta symbol, which to me always means mind, body, soul. We also have a horse, so that might be something for you. Now, horses are always in the night cards, so that could be part of that offer that's coming in. And then another key here. All right, so we have March, July, August, and June for any months. We have 4 keys, M and X for initials. And again, these numbers could be arranged in any sort of manner. So if it's like March 7th, March 6th, March 8th, it could be June 3rd, June 7th, June 8th. It could be August 7th, August 3rd, August 6th, July 8th, July 7th, July 3rd, July 6th. So those are what I'm getting with dates as far as maybe birthdays or just significant numbers in your life. You know, these could be parts of a zip code or an address. They could be anything that's significant to you. They could be ages. We have 37, we have 36, 38. These could be ages of anybody. 87, 77, 73, 76, 63, 67, 68, 76, 73. So any combination of those. And then let's see if we can get anything else from these. Okay, the letter L. And we have a turtle that says buds. This is actually a friendship necklace, so the other person would have best. So best buds. So this could be a best friend. And it could also have something to do with turtles. So if you grew up catching turtles, if you go to locations that have turtles in it. Let's see. There's nothing we can spell with the letters yet. Let's see if we can get a couple more letters. We have B, C, and E. So let's see. Cell. Lex. So Lexi might be a name. Bex. Someone's nickname might be Bex. We have Mex. Maybe somebody likes Mexican food. All right. Yeah, I'm not getting any other words out of those. So again, look at them and see if any of those pertain to you and your person, or maybe even give you an indication of who might be throwing these daggers towards you. Whoever has these prying eyes against you. All right, let's see if we can get a little more. I'm going to actually pull some of these. See if we can get some advice on this. All right. Switch your attention from the unsolvable problem inside of you to the solvable problem in front of you. Yes. See, that's what I was saying about switching your focus. You are being called to focus on you and what you can change within yourself and not what's occurring outside of you. Make a commitment. All right. And then we have, when you think things won't go your way, you are creating it to go poorly. Yes, that's that negative mindset. So again, don't dwell in it because you're going to perpetuate it. So just be careful of that. I know it can be so tough when, there's so much evil against you at this time. Start by using positive words of encouragement to yourself and to others, and stop yourself when you go negative. Love it. That's very, very, very true. So a lot of what I'll say is a really great example is if you happen to have friends or family members or whoever in your life that are like gossipers, or, they just tend to always complain about their life, you're being called not to engage with that because you're perpetuating it, but to stay away from it and change your thoughts to positive. You could even speak to the person or just walk away. You can say, yeah, I don't agree with that, or, that's your point of view. It doesn't have to be mine. So just start speaking positively to yourself. All right, we have success is assured. Yes, I love it. So that's this area here. And avoid procrastination. So that could be part of kind of the negative energy that's being sent to you. So if you feel again that you are in some sort of anxiety feeling, and it is causing you to procrastinate, and you don't normally act in that manner, that could be part of what's being sent to you. We have take risks. Simplify your life by getting rid of things, okay? So every object carries energy. And if there are things from your past in your life that don't resonate with you anymore, get rid of it. I'm also being called to tell you that if you ever pick anything up used, cleanse the energy from that object before you use it. In particular, mirrors. Mirrors are the number one thing that carry energy from previous owners. So you go to Goodwill, you find a cute mirror, you take it home. Good God Almighty, cleanse it. Also to furniture. Anything that somebody gives you, just cleanse it before you accept it into your home and, use it. All right, what else do we have? Keep up with the preparation. Each step gets you closer to your goal. Love it. Learn to say no to friends. Yep, that's exactly what I was just saying. Is sometimes your friends might be coming at you with some negative energy and they're looking at you to perpetuate it. But it's your choice to say, no, I'm stopping the cycle right here. Okay? End of the line right here. It ends with me. I've actually had that at work. You get gossiping coworkers. Sometimes they'll come up to you and be like, oh, did you hear what Sharon did over there? Oh my God, her husband got arrested. Now, it's your choice whether to repeat that to somebody else or, again, to choose to stop it right with you. You know what? I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about Sharon and her husband. All right. The solution is not far away. And gossip at work. Look at that. I can't get it close enough to show you. Gossip at work. I just said that. So, any of you guys who have gossiping people at work, put an end to it. Don't perpetuate the cycle. Somebody may come up to you and tell you exactly what they feel about something, about someone else. 9 times out of 10, it's not even true. All right? I have been a victim myself of people gossiping and making stuff up about me at work, and it's not true. Like, not even in the slightest. So just be careful with that. Like, you got to think, how would you feel if somebody was spreading rumors about you? Especially if it's not even true. That's your personal business. All right, and we have be still. Taking action at this time is not recommended. So we did get pause here. We got pause somewhere else. I'll have to remember where that one was. So chill out is what the message is here. Pause. Don't make any rash movements at this time. Don't stop before reaching your destination. All right. It's okay to take rest stops along the way. You know, you think of like a long drive. You have to go somewhere across the country and it's going to take 2 days to get there. You're definitely not going to drive straight through. You're not. You're not going to be able to make it. Your body needs rest. So you're going to stop and fill up for gas. You're going to stop and fill up your body with food. You're also going to evacuate your body, whatever needs to be done on these rest stops that's going to nourish you, that you are strong enough to keep going. Accept the challenge of the moment. And retreat, timing is everything. I agree. So again, it has to do with knowing when to move forward and when to pause. Your body's going to tell you, your guides are going to tell you, and, you know, situations will tell you, your gut instincts will tell you. Regard your failure as a means to strengthen your character. Keep the mind clear. Absolutely. So that has to do with distractions. That has to do with toxins, whether the toxins are these, you know, gossipy people at work, you know, the dark energies coming towards you, or whatever you're ingesting into your body, you know, whether it's drugs, alcohol, you know, bad food or drinks that are for you. We have don't be stubborn. How many of you are stubborn? And then change your tactics. So that might be what's required from you at this time. Maybe what you've been doing all along hasn't been working for you, and it's time to change it up and try something different. Do good for the sake of doing good and don't expect. I love it. To me, that is about the difference between conditional and unconditional. I'm giving to you because I just want to. I expect nothing in return. I just am happy giving. Whereas with conditional, it's I'm going to give you this, but I expect XYZ in return, you know. Be careful of this on both ends, because this could be you saying I expect something in return, or this could be somebody else saying I'm going to give you something, but I expect you to give me something in return. Okay? That is conditional love or conditional friendship or bonds, whatever you want to go with here. The situation will change if you stop blaming and try to understand. Okay, so I don't know who that one was for, but just be careful of the blame game. Again, we cannot control what is outside of ourselves. All we can control is our reaction to it. That's where our power lies. Let's see what else we got here. We'll do a few more. All right. Avoidance is holding you back. Yep. So I'm very drawn to this shadowy card here with avoidance. So our shadow selves are always within us. And these are the parts of us that we try to hide from people. We try to avoid people knowing about us, you know. It could be our little quirks that we see them as. These are the things that we're being asked to address at this time, and to not avoid them. This could even be kind of the situations at work. You know, don't avoid talking to the person who's constantly gossiping to you. You know, say something at some point. Oh, my cat's got the zoomies. I'm sure you heard her. You know, let that person know, I'm not interested in gossiping. Okay? So maybe I was in the past, maybe I would perpetuate that cycle, but at this point, you know, I don't want to hear about Sharon's husband being arrested. I just don't care. So don't come to me with this stuff anymore. If you avoid it, it's going to keep returning. You got to set a boundary. You got to say, you know what? It ends here. Don't tell me anymore about what's going on. And it says there will be a big reward for all your effort. That is so true. So acknowledge that what you are putting your energy and your intent into is what's going to come back to you. So if you are focused too much on the negatives, that's unfortunately what's going to come back to you is more of the negative. Okay, so try to remain positive. As tough as it is in this dark period, you are being called for so much more. Okay, so you're going to get through this test because it's an initiation and you have lots of help. And once you're past it, it's going to be so much better and so much easier to get through it. Playfulness is required. I love it because that reminds me of the Six of Cups. You know, go back to remembering what you felt like as a kid. Let's go play. You know, your friend calls you up, can you play? And you go outside and you go play. You don't have worries, responsibilities, dark crap coming at you. It's just fun. It's fancy free. You are gifted in putting together ideas. Yes, I love it. Now, going back to the work situation. So this has happened to me, so I'm sure many of you can relate to it. If you have someone at work that is stealing your ideas or gossiping about you, that's part of this evil eye negative energy that's coming towards you. I definitely worked at a place, and not just once, it's happened to me numerous times, but again, to me that felt like the test. Okay? If someone's stealing your ideas and claiming them as their own, and you're just sitting here going, wait, that was my idea. I have good ideas. I'm gifted in putting together ideas. But the other person is claiming it. Your test is to stand up for yourself. Either A, stop giving them your ideas because you know they're just going to steal them. You know what kind of person they are. Or go use your ideas elsewhere and don't involve that person. And then, you know, maybe your manager or whoever will see that you are the one with the great ideas. I know that it was a surprise. I helped put together a big game show. We'll say it was a big game show. And I did a lot of the artwork for it. I put together a lot of the things that went along with it. But the person who was kind of doing also a lot of the work in the background took all the credit, all of it. And it was right around the time that I was leaving that office to transfer to a different one. And everybody was so shocked that I was the one that did a lot of the work because I actually told them. I'm like, yeah, I know person over here says they did everything, but you saw me at my desk with the paint and the brushes and the markers and the paper. You know, I did a lot of this stuff. People were like, yeah, you did. She's going around telling everybody that she did all the work. So be very leery of that. And you're being called to stop perpetuating that cycle. If you are feeling like you're being stepped on, walked on, taken advantage of, your test here is to stand up for yourself. Claim your power back and not let people steal your light. It's basically you giving your power away. All right, last one here. Now is the time to undertake something. See? If you are gifted in putting ideas together, you're being called to take on something that involves doing that. If that's something you're good at, go find a project and put your efforts and energy into that. And then that way no one can steal your ideas. They may still gossip about you, but you know what? If you don't perpetuate that cycle and get out of it, then you're not part of it anymore. Last one is flowery words should not be trusted. All right. So, again, going along with the gossipy people at work. Sometimes when they steal your ideas, they're going to make you feel great. Like, oh yeah, you're helping out. You're doing so awesome. And thank you so much for this assistance. But then behind your back, they're like, I did all the work. That was me. No one helped me. I want credit for everything. Okay? I just started watching this show called Loudermilk. And there is a case there where the boss got a DUI and he was court ordered to go to these meetings, you know, the AA meetings. And it's basically at a church. And anyways, the boss doesn't want to go. So he takes his quote unquote peon employee who he continuously steals ideas from and makes him go to these meetings for him, claiming that it's him. And so this guy's test is clearly to stand up for himself or let the boss walk all over him the whole time. So it's a good show. I really like it. And again, it's all a test. We always have a choice in every situation. Are we going to allow something to happen that we don't feel right about, we don't feel good about? Or are we going to stand up for ourselves and reclaim our power? Okay? So that is your reading. I do hope you enjoyed it. I thank you all so much for coming today. And I hope that this gave you some clarity on some situation that you're dealing with at this time. And again, just remember that you are the light. You are the one with the power and the light. And the people who try to steal it see that, even if you don't. And that's why they want it. Because they know that they don't have it themselves. So they try to take it from you. It's your call to allow them to take it or to stand up and reclaim your power. That is your test. That is your initiation. Okay? And again, whether it's work related, whether it's in a relationship, a family situation, whatever the situation is, okay? This could go for any amount of situations. Stand up, own your power, and remember that they can't take it if you don't let them. What you allow is what will continue. Okay? So, make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you go fill someone else's up. Make sure you go within so you never go without. Keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. And I wish you all so much joy, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Okay? Thank you again so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.